So we have Dr. Musa Dalak. Is that right?
M&M.
M&M. Dr.
Yes.
M&M. This is Dustin. He is the attorney representing CNS in the Buffalo mine, and a real gentleman, if I say so myself. Pleasure meeting him and working with him the last few months.
Okay.
And Dustin, we want to discuss with M&M the procedures for closing and selling the mine to their group and opening a university.
I would like to know
Certainly.
Dustin. So the floor is on Dustin's, with Dustin. So Dustin can introduce himself, and then we will talk about mine.
Well, what would you like to know about me?
Well, actually, we like to see where you were born and what have you done up until now.
Sure. I was born in Idaho, small town, and boy, since sixth grade was when I decided I was going to be a lawyer. And nobody in my family since about 1750 was ever a lawyer, but I thought that was the thing to do. So, no, it's been a good profession. I've enjoyed it. It's allowed my wife and children and I to stay in a small town, and I'm in a firm that's got really good reach. And so we live in a small town. We actually live out in the middle of nowhere, really. That's why it took me a few minutes to get on. My internet was acting up at my home. But
Correct.
we have our law practice and we run cattle and raise kids.
Oh, wonderful. I think now you are like, our founder, the founder of Pakistan. Okay.
Yeah.
He made a mission, to study law and then, create Pakistan, and I think United States actually need people like you, okay, who understands value, understands, good family life. I love cattle, okay, and I like to live in a smaller town rather than in big cities like Karachi and New York and, Chicago, where I lived, basically before. And I know what kind of lifestyle that there is available over there and what we can do, by our sort of basic family values, which we enjoy in a rural area. It's a wonderful life. So I think this gold mine will allow us to really make United States independent financially.
Well,
are you getting my picture?
People need what you're doing. I am.
You see, idea is this,
people really do.
Idea is this, that currently everybody, and when I left United States, because my mom, instructed me to come back, all my friends told me, Mufaddal, you are actually going from a prison into a freedom. Okay, so my friends, okay, I mean, they are very, very powerful people. They actually congratulated me on my decision to leave USA. And the statement they made was that USA, every citizen of USA is living in the economic prison. Okay,
Really?
Trapped with mortgages, trapped with all kinds of issues. And then when I was leaving, I said, Mufaddal, you are really going to a free land, You guys don't have these kind of issues.
U.S. citizens do not understand economics.
They don't.
And I see it, especially with people I went to school with. The amount of debt some of my colleagues are in for going to law school is just outrageous. And you're right, it is a prison to them.
It's a prison.
They cannot choose where they want to work. We did go into a little bit of debt when we went through law school, but we had it paid off within 2 years. But I have friends who they will be paying on their law school debt for 20 years to come still.
So what I think my wife's phone was ringing actually. So what we want to do, Dustin, is that with our innovative economic plan, where every financial institution is now looking into, because the analysis was like this, that we have to be careful about scammers. Okay, there are so many scammers out there in the world today, and an analysis was made, and it was being analyzed that the biggest scammer in the world today is the Federal Reserve. Okay, they are. And actually they proved it, and my student actually proved it during the 2008 crisis. Because, I mean, all the MBAs, I mean, I've got 5,000 MBA students, whom I've trained. And
Right.
they did the analysis. They are the professors today. They did the analysis and they told us that this is it. This is a fact. So now what we are doing is this: we are not fighting the system. Okay. I mean, I am a kind of a person who does re-engineering. Okay. And in order to do the re-engineering, we need to really understand the clientele. And today my client is President Trump. Okay. Who is really, owning 50% of America. Because 50% of the people in USA voted for him. Okay.
Right.
And on the other side, we have our, newly elected President Biden.
Right.
Right. 50% of the people voted for him, and both of these, people are fighting.
Right.
And there is a real risk of civil war in USA now.
There could be.
I mean, the risk is there.
I don't know.
The risk is there. And actually, we have seen the evidence of something happening, very recently, which nobody would have imagined, that in a country like USA, somebody, a small group of people will go in and try to kill all the, leaders. These kind of things do not happen in Pakistan. These kind of things do not happen in a worst country in Africa. But it has happened in the United States. Okay, so that is a serious kind of, issue I see, that, we need to really delight all the people, because, people are really living in a prison. Living in a prison is not a good thing, Nobody enjoys living in a prison. And since all the Americans are actually living in the financial prison, as we discussed, they need a solution. And the COVID-19 has really made things worse for everybody. And I consider COVID-19 as a blessing, because the COVID-19 has really, exposed everybody.
Yeah.
Everyone is exposed today.
Sure.
And now all my scientists, all my engineers, I've trained so many engineers in Detroit, in Illinois, everywhere in USA. And, I consider USA as my country because, I got my master's and PhD from there. Okay. So, I mean, I've spent a good amount of time over there and enjoyed every moment of it. Okay.
Well, so I'm glad you've enjoyed it.
Yeah. And I would like to really bring back those old times when I was filling up my tank with a 99-cent gasoline, and enjoying the life thoroughly. You see, actually, the gasoline was cheaper in Windsor as compared to Detroit. So during my masters, since Detroit is so dirty, I used to just cross the tunnel, go to Windsor, enjoy the good meal, fill up my tank, and come back. So I would like to really, I enjoyed a good life. I would like to provide the same good life to everyone.
Right.
And now everybody's looking for a solution, there is no, and we need people like Elon Musk,
He's an innovator.
Very innovative person, very innovative person. Okay. And I'm sure, Elon Musk kind of people And when we make a team with these kind of people, okay, who really made the life for themselves, okay,
Right.
we need to work with them and we say, okay, now we are going to be doing the re-engineering of America silently without making any noise.
Yeah.
It's exactly what he does. Okay. Now he's boring, boring tunnels in Los Angeles, very close
Right.
to Stan,
Right.
he's doing it.
He does make quite a bit of noise too, though.
Well, actually, he does that. Now he does that. Okay. Now he's in a position to do it.
Right.
Okay. Previously, he was a very silent person previously. Okay. And I love him.
Yeah.
I love him because, he considered 3 or 4 ventures, which are successful today as his children.
Right.
And people asked him this question a lot of time that, you were almost on the verge of bankruptcy. Okay. All 3 companies could have, just sunken and everything you worked for could have gone. You should select one of them and, work on them. So I said, well, I've got 3 children and I cannot sort of, get away with one of them, they're all my children. Okay.
Right.
And that is an approach which every parent should have about the family, about their children. And then whatever the circumstances are, challenges do come in life. But then, facing the challenges and coming out of it, I believe in a universal law. When you make an investment, return on investment always is available to you. It's just a matter of time. Okay.
Yeah.
And you get the return on investment. So ROI is not an issue at all. All we have to do is just make the investment. And the investment is this, that, okay, instead of wasting the time, instead of doubting everything and not doing it, just do it. Utilize the day to day which you have available because this day is gone. And you could have made millions in this particular day while you are not doing anything, sitting in your couch, doubting about everything, and then, just making your life miserable. So the doubts are, things which makes your life miserable. And I told Stan that, I've actually, we see James Bond movies, right?
Yeah.
Everybody loves them, So I said, well, I'm also issuing a license to kill, right? 007, license to kill. And that license to kill is doubts. Kill your doubts, okay? Come and join us and we will make sure that you will enjoy a total quality life.
Yeah.
And we made it very simple. And I think this particular gold mine is a blessing. Because, one of the lady who is actually working with us now, Mrs. Mariam Khan, she just liked my vision and the project. And collectively, we made the mission to enable 2 billion mothers. Okay. Because mothers are the, maintainer of the family.
Right.
So I said, well, if we enable all the mothers, then I think all the financial problems will be solved. Because mothers, as a teacher of our Wheel of Life Palm School, will be able to educate their children as well as bring a sustainable income. These are the 2 major things which every family requires. Educating the children and then getting the sustainable income. So we started off with this mission, a huge mission. Everybody was laughing at us, I mean, you guys are crazy, how can you enroll 2 billion mothers into your club, and how that is possible. So I said, well, I know that for the fact that 2 billion mothers exist. Okay, they exist. And if I can give a proposal to anyone in the world, the dumbest person in the world, which is a win-win for them, they will join.
Yeah.
They will join. So with that mission in mind, we started the whole thing going. And then all of a sudden, this is a miracle in a way. I told Stan also that this mine also has $2 billion, dollar worth of assets, which are buried in the mine. And, the innovative thing which we want to do is this, that we are not going to be pulling that asset out of the mine, by using the conventional methods.
Okay.
We want to do it in a climate smart way. And I believe that, the securest place of keeping those valuable asset is in the ground. Nobody can steal it.
This is true. This is true. And not only can nobody steal it, it can be collateralized.
No, I mean, everything else can be done after that. But I'm not looking at it, what can we do economically with it? There are a lot of economic options there. But my interest is to really show it to the world, the whole huge chemical industries and chemical mafia, how chemical engineering and chemical processing can be done in a climate smart way. Come and learn from us.
Okay.
My program, my GEMBA program, I tell you, will be, probably offered, it is being offered as 5,000, PGCs or $10,000 now. In 1 year time, people will join my program for $100,000 and they will be queuing up.
Yeah.
Because there is no program like that, okay? Nobody knows climate smart engineering. Nobody knows climate smart mining. You see, so once we demonstrate that it is doable, and I've convinced companies like Kyocera, beautiful Japanese company, and they love this concept that Mufaddal, we will help you with every technology, everything which is available to us, to integrate in this particular mine. This is the first campus. Nobody has made a university campus in a gold mine. You are the first.
It's unheard of.
No, it's unheard of.
It is unheard of.
Unheard of.
Right.
And, by learning from people like Elon Musk, you come up with these ideas, do something which is good for everyone, without worrying about what people think about it. Just do it. We show it to the world. This is how it is done. And people will join. You have to just demonstrate. And so what I did was I came out of the, giving lectures, although I'm a great professor. And, one of my students actually told me, Mufaddal, that, when we attend your lecture, we are in heavens. But once we come out of your lecture room, we are in hell. Everywhere it is hell, outside your classroom. So
that's just opposite of most professors.
Yeah, exactly. So what happened was this, that one of my students actually proved the point to me that, Mufaddal, I have a plan where you enjoy vacation. Don't work at all. You're working 18 hours a day. No professor works like you. You make us work 18 hours a day, but now you should enjoy the vacation. We will do all the work for you and we will make 10 times more money than what you are making as a professor now. That's how the company got established. This TQLMA, it was a Total Quality Life Maintenance Association, and we transformed that association into, TQLMA. So now what we want to do is this, we have formed a nice team, Dustin, you, Stan, and the owner of the mine, I mean, they have the experience how the mine operates, They worked hard for it, and I don't like actually acquiring things from people. I won't like to work with them because their experience and wisdom is also linked to it, So we, three of us, then Mariam Khan in Pakistan, my lady who wants to help 2 billion mothers. And I have a young engineer working with me as my director, engineer Basit Ali. So it's a 5-member team, which is going to be actually executing this project of building, Wheel of Life, our SAMS Energy University Climate Smart, campus town, basically. And that is a plan. 50,000 engineers in Pakistan are ready. We will enroll them into our program and they will be coming into, Idaho, Oregon, and, start working on the project. Because urgently the help is needed, for the COVID-19 project. In our Excalibur, this wonderful rapid test kit, we have got exclusive right of, selling those kit and providing those kit to everybody. And Community
Okay.
Development Foundation has signed that, the deal. So what we are talking about is that we are actually interested in enhancing the capacity also, because currently they can only make 3 million kits a week in China. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm helping them out that, okay, come to USA. Kyocera will help you build your plant, in our mine, and you start making, these kits in USA, because USA needs it most. So basically, our interest is to help everybody out in the COVID-19 era. Okay. And, in this 1 month or so, if we just focus on the COVID-19 issues, we have got enough money, to pay the whole 110 million without any getting the help from anybody else. And then the money from GEMBA and money from our, wonderful program which Terence developed. Terence said that, Mufaddal, if all these farmers, who are rich in Pakistan, if they would like to come and do the farming in USA, we will give them immigration. We would love to, America needs money, and the foreign direct investment can come in and they can live a permanent good life in USA. And, in your self-sustaining communities and campus towns. So that gives us a fantastic idea. All the farmers, economically vibrant farmers, and I've got about 100,000 of them in Pakistan, which are economically vibrant, and they can definitely invest about $110,000 and, come and live a sustainable life in USA, working on all the farms in Texas. And all the mining engineers, chemical engineers, they will be actually, building our gold mine campus.
Okay.
So that is a plan. Let's make this, formalize this 5-member team. We become the directors in CNS mining. Okay. And just, money will roll into one account, and that's about it. And only thing you need to do is, build the, incorporate Community Development Foundation as a 501c3 company. Just do that. It's a one-day job, for you to take care of that. And then once those two organizations are there, then I think we are in a business of really rolling in the funds into our CDF account. All the donations and everything will be, pouring into that account, because everybody loves, all the Aligarh Muslim University alumni would love to, donate to build their campus in Oregon. So the CDF allows us to collect donations from everywhere. Okay. And then our for-profit company, CNS mining will actually be doing the mining business. And CDF will actually build the, campus, because all the money will be pouring in to build the campus into the CDF account. So that is a plan.
I can tell you my client's not going to like the plan.
No, what I'm saying is this. Okay. What I'm simply saying is this. Okay. Whatever they want, we actually have to present the plan to them. Okay. Which is a win-win situation for them. Idea is very simple, right? At the end of the day, they are going to be doing something, right? With this money, $110 million, which we are giving it to them. My interest is not just $110 million. I would like to give them the $110 million as soon as possible, Dustin. And then we start building, because my interest is to actually build the campus town. And I need a lot more money to build the campus town than just acquiring the property, It's like acquiring the property is a small thing. We need the money to build the campus town. And I'm actually targeting at least this month, $250 million to be raised from Pakistan. Everywhere else, from USA, it will be an extra, the Excalibur profits, etc., will be an extra thing. But $250 million I'm planning to raise from Pakistan, and then, settle $110 million, give $110 million to the owner of the mine, so they can, come out of whatever their issues are, in terms of settling the debts and whatever, and then we simply acquire the company and move forward, that's it. So our target is by end of January, okay, by end of January, we actually settle $110 million, give it to them, Okay, and if they, whatever they want to do with that after that, I mean, then the mine is ours. We are, in the board of directors of CNS Mining. You will be in the board of director also of CNS Mining, because we need, I want you to make America independent. I mean, I have, you should work with us, and I will enable you to do that. And we need a very, very dynamic young lawyer like you to be part of our team. I mean, me and Stan, I mean, we are, Stan is like my dad, 84 years. I'm a 67 years old. How old are you? Maybe 30, 35?
36.
36. I guessed it right?
Yep, you're pretty much right on.
Yep. So I think we need young people like you, like Basit, who is just a young engineer, Mariam Khan is a little older, like an older sister to us, and she's a mother person, So she's part of the team. You two young guys, you are a lawyer, and, Basit is an engineer. You will be actually doing most of the execution part. And I can guarantee you this, Justin, in 2021, I'm guaranteeing to everybody, actually it is a 53 months plan that I would like to make every professional, it will be a case study, and I take up challenges, I've given that promise to Basit that at end of 2021, he is going to be a millionaire, not in rupees and dollars and euros, but millionaire in gold. People's gold coin, which is 0.025 gram gold, which is what our new unit is. So you will, and I mean, this is a guarantee. I mean, if you can, I will make sure that you are a millionaire by the end of 2021 with comfort. You don't have to do anything. Just advise, guide, make sure that all my clients, okay, I am actually re-engineering, Dustin, all the SMEs and corporations of USA. They are on the verge of bankruptcy because of COVID-19, right? Sure. Now they are all our clients. We want to make sure that they do their business legally and ethically, and all that revenue is coming to us.
So, Dr. Mirza, I do have to stop you on one point there.
Okay.
And it's an ethics issue.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I represent the owners of what's historically been known as the Buffalo Mine. Mm-hmm. Technically, right now, you're an opposing party. Obviously, we're friendly.
Agree. No issues there at all. I mean, I've actually introduced myself. Now you give me a plan, viable working plan, and you tell me, you talk to the owners, okay? You talk to the owners, and actually you consider me as an outsider, and Stan is the buyer, okay? Because, there are two ways of looking at it. I am owning, I am a director in Stan's company. Okay, so I will be incorporated as a director in Stan's company. Basit will be, and Mariam Khan will be incorporated in Stan's company. So actually, Stan is the buyer. Stan's know the seller, and you are the person who is going to be executing the transactions, for us.
Right. Well, and what I need to get out though is that as of right now, while I appreciate the conversation and your offer to roll me into your enterprise and to assist with this, I can't have that conversation right now.
Okay. Tell me now next steps on the mine.
So next steps on the mine. One, we do have a little bit of a problem with the price.
Okay.
As you're aware, it was supposed to close December 31st.
Okay.
U.S. politics, unfortunately, in the grim situation that they are in, my client's accountant has advised him that because the mine didn't close last year, he's going to pay an extra $15 million in taxes this year.
Okay.
He has told me to cover that the price of the mine needs to be at 130 million now.
Okay.
And so the next step with the mine is we need to have an earnest money agreement.
Okay.
So we've got to have a purchase agreement for the mine, and we've got to have some earnest money down.
Okay.
Dustin,
and
both of those contracts are signed already.
Both of what contracts?
A sales and purchase agreement and an earnest money agreement. They're already signed in copies. If you don't have them, I'll forward them to you.
These are new ones?
No, sir. No, the old one. Oh, you're saying a new one because of the price increase.
Well, the price increase, but not only the price increase, but the date has now changed.
Okay.
Pursuant to the old contracts, we're past our previous closing date, so we would need to have a new one executed.
Okay, so what we do, Dustin, is this: chalk out a new contract and then work out a strategy. Okay, why the price increase is there? And I was talking to Stan about the same thing. Okay, I mean, if there are any liabilities of taxes and whatever, liabilities are there with CNS Mining, which is our company now, if we can actually try to, help them out in eliminating those liabilities by incorporating our company as a foreign direct investment company, say in a startup New York program or in Georgia in, Chief Usti's territory, etc. So that is your area, we look into those options. Idea is this, okay, that if we can save the money for the miner, okay, through our wisdom and experience, we do that, all right? And we work out a plan. I don't have any issues, I mean, if any additional liabilities has incurred because of the change in the dates now, we will try to eliminate those liabilities by working together. That's it. And we move forward.
So the next two steps, the two things we need to see.
Okay.
Before my client has authorized me to issue a new earnest money agreement, he tells me I've got to see proof of funds. And so I appreciate the conversation we're having, but we need to see a letter from a bank indicating that funds are available.
Well, I think the letter will come from Stan's Bank of America, because the money, all the money is pouring into his account. Okay.
Okay.
So Stan will provide you with that proof of fund from his bank. Okay.
No.
Okay.
That's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen?
No, sir. I cannot involve my personal life into this project until after the sale has been consummated. So if there's
I think in that case, Stan, what needs to happen is this, that we have to incorporate 501c3 as a company, and 501c3 Community Development Foundation is actually buying the mine, CNS LNC, right? So we will incorporate, we'll open up an account of Community Development Foundation, and then, we will keep your company in incubation for a while, okay, until it happens. And, if you're not comfortable, that is fine. Because currently I have given your bank account to everyone. That, okay, regarding the Buffalo Gold Mine, all the transactions will happen into your bank account. But if you're not comfortable with that, then what we will do is we will incorporate Community Development Foundation as a 501c3 company, okay, with a bank account, maybe in the same bank as you have your bank account, or Dustin can, recommend a bank, of the CNS, same bank. Okay. So ledger to ledger transaction can happen. You know what is happening and how the funds are rolling in. Okay. So we do that. And then that way you will have the proof of fund.
Yeah. Independence Day is a 12-year-old company that I've been using.
Right.
So I can't commingle all of that into.
It's up to you. It's up to you.
Well, it's not a matter of to me. It's a matter of fact. I cannot commingle 12 years of business suddenly into a new project.
No, the choice is yours. I mean, I've given you options that, Independence Day Inc. can make money with Excalibur. Okay. Independence Day Inc., whatever way you want to utilize. I'm sure you want to take your company to the next level, right? But that's fine. I agree with you. Let's not mingle that.
Matter of information. I have a call with them tomorrow at 8 a.m. my time.
Okay. From London. Okay.
Finalize the Excalibur test kit.
Wonderful. Wonderful. That's a project. The money is going to be rolling in immediately. Okay. So the proof of fund is right there in our Independence Day account. Okay. But since the transactions Stan is going to happen for Excalibur also in the Community Development Foundation account, So I think it's better to open up the Community Development Foundation account in CNS LLC's bank. Okay, whatever bank you are using, you know. Dustin, can we do that?
Here's another option. Probably not. Here's an option.
Okay.
Rather than seeing full proof of funds, previously I had forwarded some wire instructions. The other option besides seeing proof of funds for the full purchase price is Ricky has authorized me to state, if you wire $5 million to the previously indicated account, then we can move forward with the earnest money agreement, because that gives us assurance that there's money there.
That's a better plan.
It's a better plan. It sounds like it's simpler.
Yeah, much simpler.
I understand. Yep,
buys time.
buys
time to sell test kits and raise the funds and all the other methodologies that are set up.
Okay, please, chalk out.
Exactly. If we've got $5 million.
Dustin, please chalk out the agreement, and do it in such a way that, in the time frame which is given to us, it is doable. Okay, so we commit something which is doable and not commit something which cannot be done, due to whatever reason. Although my target is $110 million by the end of this month, to settle the whole thing. All right. But I think if we can agree on, say, the same thing as we did before, same agreement, just change the date. Okay, so that 2 million earnest money comes in right away. Okay, so we don't have to worry about raising 5 million. But 5 million is not an issue for me. If you want to do it that way, I need to pay anyways. So the balance will be 105 million. After that, no price increase. I will give you 5 million. Right. Just agree on the same price, and we move forward.
Okay, I'll run that by Ricky, so long as he and
we close the deal. I want to be aggressive. Okay, we close the deal by end of January.
You can close. Are you sure that's enough time?
No, it's not enough time. I'm giving you an aggressive target. Okay, so that is the time I need. That is the time I need to give you the earnest money. Okay, so January 31st is the earnest money time. Okay, and then March 31st is the closing date.
Okay.
Chalk out an agreement, we sign on it and move forward. The agreement will now be done with Community Development Foundation. Okay.
Community Development Foundation.
And Stan has all the details. I'll provide you the details of the company. Okay, that will be a 501c3 company, which will incorporate, and you will be actually selling it to the Community Development Foundation instead of Independence Day Inc.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Okay. To me, it sounds good. I'll get, right now it's pretty late Ricky's time. I'll speak with him first thing in the morning.
Okay.
And so long as he approves this, I'll get it drafted up and over to you tomorrow.
Please do that. And I will share this recording with Mariam Khan and my team. Okay. And they will be immediately preparing to deliver on it.
So let me interject if I may.
Okay.
Go ahead, Stan.
I think it's important that some earnest money comes sooner than the end of January. What can you do in that realm?
Well, I told you before also, what I want to do is this. I don't want to promise anything, which is not doable. I think we have came up to an agreement that fine. I think 2 weeks time is a comfortable time for us, to execute this thing. Okay. And money will come, and I'm telling you how.
It's the middle of January. I forgot it's the middle of January already.
Yeah, I know it's 15th of January and it's 2 weeks left,
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Okay. So it's very comfortable. I think it's not unreasonable to get 2 weeks time to arrange the earnest money.
Dennis will take it to CNS and then he'll get back to us.
Yeah, perfect. Dustin, move forward. I think it's a blessed Friday day. Try to do it today, when you wake up in the morning.